Alright, so I'm going to jump right into the video here, just showing the 70 Boss 302 you've seen in prior videos. I have the body completely ready to go to paint, and I figured before I go through and paint it, put it all together, and then it's done a certain way, I'd offer it up for sale the way that it sits, ready to go to paint with all of the parts that I have for it, which is everything to build the car entirely, minus a few things that you miss in the process of pre-buying all the parts. There's always little things that you miss, but I have 98% of the stuff to build the entire car, which you can see in some of the last video. If you look back on some of my other videos, on the last video, Boss 302, I had test fit the entire driveline, so everything is fit in the car, clearanced. There's no issues going forward other than just putting it together and choosing your color. So offering it for sale the way that it sits, I'll have the price down below. You can email me. I have my email down below also if you're interested, and we'll go from there. But I'm going to show you everything that I have for the car in this video, and I'll go outside, show you around the car, show you all the body gaps that I fine-tuned in. I really went over this car more than the average shell that I do, just because the level of the build that I'm going to do with it, if I do end up finishing it myself, I want it to be above and beyond, so that's what I did with the shell. So I'm gonna go over everything here, just starting inside, just these couple documents that I have out. I actually have the Elite Marty report because this is a real Boss 302, and no, I didn't have any of the original parts with it. You can check out some of my other videos. It was just an empty shell. I actually have a video of the shell whenever I first bought it, taking it apart, that you can see. But it was a yellow Boss 302, just the basic package. There's nothing too special about it. But going down the options, in the end, this one, the way that it is one of 9. I also have the original Ford invoice from Marty Auto Works. I have a new sticker, door sticker, and I have the original buck tag that was on the front radiator support. And those are all just bonus things to go with it, just documentation of the car. So now I'm going to walk outside and we'll do a walk around of the car, show you everything on the body. Alright, so real quick I'm going to just go over the car and point out some of the major details that set this body apart and things that I've done to the sheet metal to make it fit the way that it does, things I had to clearance and whatnot. So I'll just walk around now and point out some of those things. Front and rear, both lips are rolled, and I rolled them similar to how they do for the Boss Mustangs. There's actually a rod that's inside there, and I rolled it up around it on both sides. Back side is hammered over and rolled, so those are done to fit the bigger wheels, because it does have a Mustang Sphere mini tub kit in it. I have 10-inch wheels that I fit on it, and there was about probably 1.5 inches of space yet, so you could fit an even bigger wheel in there as long as your spacing is correct. Drip rail channels are gone, and there's not, you know, it's not all wavy and all over the place. I go slow and steady on anything that I'm welding to avoid any kind of warping. Same thing when I'm doing my doors. All my gaps are done, and these needed a lot of work because I wanted to get them really nice. So I go nice and slow welding, grinding it down to get that fitment. Staying on this side, you can see the bottom of the rockers. There's no more lip to the bottom. So side profile, you can't see with that pinch point of the rockers, which is tough to see here on the camera. But that's gone, so it's a nice flow down, which made it possible, as if you watch the other videos, I did a body drop on the car of just over an inch, so that helped in getting rid of that joint there. And along with that inch drop, everything is already pre-fit and installed, trimmed. All the rear panels, seat platforms are cut down, so when you're sitting in it, it doesn't feel like that was done. Nothing is out of the obvious whenever it's all together. I went through extensively to make sure that there's no issues once it's back from paint. All my marker light holes are trimmed out and fit to make sure there's no issues with that. Gaps on the back trunk lid are all done. Just the gaps all over are really nice now. And inside the car, I have a couple of the pieces. I have, it's hard to see with the shade here, but I have a front and rear bumper that would get painted either body color or black. I'm going to black them out if I go through with building it. And I also fit the back bumper. I tucked in the corners a bit so they weren't sticking out, so everything hugs the car a lot nicer, just for the finish in the end. And I would definitely say to watch some of the other videos on this car. You could see the driveline fit in. I have some custom apron panels that I have up here, one that covers the radiator. Just a bunch of small details. It's hard to go over them all because there's so many of them that I'll miss, but I filled in every hole on the firewall that I don't need, and there's plenty of clearance for using a stock heater box from the back of the valve cover, and I have a Willwood master cylinder that fits in there. I got the short one that clears the valve cover also, so there's no issues. There shouldn't be any issues going forward with anything with all the parts that I have. So with that being said, I'll take you inside and show you an overview of all the parts that I have. But the best thing would be to watch the last video that I have on this car, because that has all the parts installed on the car, just for all that fitment purposes, drilling holes, everything done before it gets painted. And like I said, I'm going to be building this car regardless. If it doesn't sell, I just figured I'd offer it right now if someone really wanted this shell in particular to do their own style to it, pick their own color and put it together. But it's on schedule to get painted, so there is a window time frame of the availability of it right now. So just let me know and we'll go from there. But I'll take you inside and show you all of the pieces that I have. Just from the glance here, I'll go over, there's the original seats. I have the upholstery, the foam, everything to put them together, the rear seat frames, foam, all of that. Package tray, everything for the back of the interior. The interior trim panels are up there, that stuff. Everything would just need assembled or painted if it's interior pieces that need painted. But all the new pieces are there. Dash, I have all of the exhaust, the long tube headers. I have a MagnaFlow 2.5-inch stainless exhaust for it. Curry rear end. The only thing I did not order was the center section for it because I wasn't sure of the rear gears that I wanted. So that would be one thing that is needed yet. I have all of the glass brand new, front, back, sides, the quarter windows. That's all new. All of the chrome for it is new. I have some of the original pieces that I'll need, like the gauge cluster to install. I have Dakota digital gauges there, Dynamat, headliner, dash, everything for the dash, all of the knobs, switches, bezels, steering wheel. I have the aftermarket steering column, and all that was already fit. I have everything to go over the engine because it is a used engine, so I was going to go through it. But I have everything to dress it up new. I have the aluminum valve covers. I have the Boss 302 intake. Pretty much, like I said, 98% of the stuff to finish the car I have. And I'll just take you back here and show you the engine. So if you're new to this project, it's just a 2014 Coyote. I have the Boss 302 intake to go with the Boss 302 car. That was my idea on it. And that is a brand new Tremec T56. And I have the bell housing, it's blow proof, all of that. So, like I said, if you're interested, I'll put my email down below. Just let me know, I'll put the price with everything down below also. And everything's open for negotiation. If you don't want some of the parts, it's all negotiable. But regardless, if it doesn't sell, I'm building it, and then it'll be for sale in the end. It's just an opportunity for someone to build a really awesome car. I'm really proud of the shell that I built. It is the most extensive shell that I've done, and I'm looking forward to putting it together. So, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to watch some of the other videos if you want some more of the history on the car, and I'll see you in the next video, or I'll see you in the comments. Thanks.